Grandma, you about to do something with a cabbage?
I am, y'all. We're going to a friend's house tonight, and I'm supposed to take coleslaw. And so I just want to show y'all how I do my coleslaw. So I have taken a whole head of cabbage, and some of this core is still in here. I don't leave any of this core in mine at all, none of it, because it makes your coleslaw bitter. So I always take it out. But you can see how Roy chopped my cabbage for me. There's a good bit of core left in there. Okay, there was a lot of core in this cabbage, but it was a pretty big cabbage. So I just put my cabbage in my food processor, and I'm using my big processor today. And I have to run an extension cord because I don't have a thing on my plug on my table, so I have to do it back here. All right, this is gonna be loud, but this is a Cuisinart food processor. We're having this with barbecue, so I am not going to grind it really. I'm not going to grind it real fine. I'm just going to kind of leave it a coarse grind. I'll show you. Kind of like this. All right, there's a piece that didn't, kind of like that. To me, that's just kind of a coarse grind. Okay? Now, I will find this. I bought this at Amazon. I will find it on Amazon. I've had mine several years, but I'm sure they still have it, or they have one similar to this. So I will leave a link because I love the Cuisinart food processors. They're powerful. They work really well. Okay. I'm just kind of pulsing this so I don't over grind it. Okay. All right. After I do this, then I'm going to do the rest of it off camera because there's no need in y'all staying on here watching me grind all this cabbage. So but I will bring you back when I start to do my, show you how I do my onions. Oh, and I forgot to get out carrots. I do my onions and my carrots in with my cabbage. I grind them all at the same time. So it just saves a step when I do that. That's more core. All right, okay. I'm going to grind the cabbage, and when I start to do my last little bit, that's when I'm going to put my carrots and my onions in, and I'll bring you back. See? All right. I got some of my carrots, and I'm putting some of my onions in with my cabbage. And I'm going to grind this. Learned when you pulse it, it kind of keeps the sides, it kind of rotates it and it grinds better than if you just turn it on. Sometimes when you turn it on and leave it on, it throws some of that stuff to the side and it doesn't grind it like it wants to. Okay, I want to show y'all over there. See my onions and carrots? They just grind up just like the cabbage does. And it's that way you don't have to do your onions, then your carrots, then your cabbage. It's just now, I'm not sure. I'm going to put some purple onion in this time. And this was a whole head of cabbage. And I'm going to put a little bit of purple just so I'll have some color. I think that's all the carrots I'm going to put in there. But I do want some purple onion. And I've got a little bit more cabbage here. that I'm gonna put in, and then I'm gonna put my pickles. So everything goes in the same food processor. Now this is my homemade, this is sugar. These pickles have sugar in them. I made these in 2020. So.
You got a video on making them with sugar and without sugar, haven't you?
Yeah.
So.
I do. Just go back and look through my videos and you'll find them.
But these pickles really make the slaw taste.
It really does. It's so, I mean, they are so much better than your bulk pickles. And I'm doing this because they have little cloves, little whole cloves in them, and I don't want any of that cloves to get in my coleslaw. So I kind of look through it and make sure that I get all that out. That's just some of my spices. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more.
It's about a cup of pickles.
About a cup of pickles, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cut my red onion up. Yeah, get some of that stuff out of the way, honey. When you're doing coleslaw, it's kind of messy. Okay, so this will be about a cup of onions and about a cup of pickles to a whole big head of cabbage. Okay? All right. Get all this stuff out of the way. Woo, I can't stand clutter or a mess when I'm cooking. But sometimes it has to be that way because you're doing so many things at one time. So, all right. Let's take my, okay. This is going to be a lot of coleslaw. But there's several people going to be there, so it's a Bible study that we're having at a friend's house. Okay. And there'll be probably 12, 14 people there, so. All right. Let me move this. Get my spoon. All right. Stir this up. I had to change, if y'all notice, I had to change bowls. Okay. See that purple onion just gives it a really pretty color. Now you can use purple cabbage. I wouldn't use all purple cabbage, but you can use some and it will just give it some color. All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, we've got our onions, we've got our pickles, we've got our cabbage. Now, this is just to taste. Probably a half a teaspoon of salt and maybe a half teaspoon of pepper because I really like pepper in coleslaw. And I've got some sugar out here because I'm not making this sugar-free. Now the only way, the way you would make this sugar-free, you would use no sugar added pickles, which I have a recipe. I have a video on that on my channel. And you would use stevia or allulose or swerve, whatever, in the place of the sugar that I'm going to add. I'm going to taste of it first, though, because these are sweet pickles, and see how much, if I think I need to add more sugar. So, all right. And let me measure the mayo for you. I'm going to start out with a half a cup because I know it's going to take that much of mayo. And then we'll go from there. Okay, that's a half a cup of mayo. Alright, we'll stir it up really good. We've already got our salt and pepper. That's all the season. I'm not put garlic. I'm not put anything like that in it because we just like plain coleslaw. This is just southern coleslaw right here. Alright, I already tell it's going to need a little bit more mayo. Now there was a piece of cabbage that didn't grind up, so it'll go to the rabbits. All right. And this is a 1/2 cup, so that's about a 1/4 of a cup. So that's 3/4 cup mayo. Now, if you like yours with lots of mayo, but we don't, we just like it where the cabbage is really coated good, because when this sits, your cabbage is going to release some water. So if you put too much mayo, it's going to get watery. Okay, I'm going to taste this. This looks perfect. Looks like the right amount, but you have to taste before you. Okay, because this is going off, I'm going to get a spoon, another spoon. I'm going to taste, and I may add sugar. I don't know. That's good, but it needs more pepper. Okay, and it does need, I think, a little bit of sugar. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, and I think that's probably all that it's going to need, because you don't want it too sweet. And I know a lot of people, all they put in theirs is mayo. Just mayo and cabbage, and that's the way they like it, and that's fine, but we just like ours with a little bit, with pickles and onions and
is that the reason everybody asked you to bring the slaw?
yeah, I guess. I guess so, but this is just good old Southern. All right, I can't eat out of that spoon because it's going off. So it was just me and Roy a double dip, but okay. It needs a little bit more salt. Just a little bit, not much. All right, I think that's pretty perfect right there. Okay. Got it? All right, I'm gonna put this in a bowl to take, that I'm gonna carry it in. And I've already tasted it for you. It's really, really good. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. I will put my Cuisinart food processor. I'll put a link to it on Amazon in case any of y'all want to order one. I think that's it for this video. We'll see y'all next time.